Yo, what's going on, everybody? It is Straight Out of Boston here, and today I'm back for episode number 52 of my Jim Lowry Road to the Show series here on MLB The Show 16. So today we're back with game number 5 of the 2020 World Series here between the Cardinals and Red Sox. You can see Lowry getting the start on the mound. Of course, he has struggled a little bit so far in this postseason, only striking out a shade over 6 guys per 9, but he strikes out Travis Shaw there to end off the first inning here, as he gets through a clean top half of the first. Now top 2, Rusney Castillo leading off. He's going to chase the high fastball up and out of the zone there, 99 mile an hour on the radar gun. Now it is Mookie Betts later in the inning, 1-2 count. He chases the slider down and out of the zone, 90 miles an hour on that hard slider. That is the third strikeout of the evening for Lowry. Now it's Bogaerts. He chases a slider out of the zone as well to end off the third. So it's a 2-0 lead for St. Louis so far, but it's Shaw up with a 2-0 count, and he takes a high fastball deep to right field. That one is back and gone. A solo home run for Travis Shaw, and he gets the Red Sox on the board here this evening with a solo shot there, as he took that Lowry high fastball and ripped into the right field bleachers to get the Red Sox on the board. Now 2-1 here still with a man on second. That one's ripped into left center field. That's going to get down and go all the way to the wall. Runner from second will come around and score, and it is an RBI double that will tie up this ball game at 2. So Lowry had been cruising up to this point, but he allows a pair of runs here in the fourth. Now Betts up. He's going to rip one to deep left field. That is back, and that's going to one-hop up off the wall. Left fielder over to plate, but it's another RBI double, and just like that, the Red Sox take the lead. Now the throw gets away from the third baseman, and Betts will advance up to third on the error. So a double turns into a triple thanks to some shaky St. Louis defense, but Bradley's the next batter, and he's going to go down on the fastball to end off the inning, so the error does not come back to bite the Cardinals. But the Red Sox do take a 3-2 lead. Now it's top 5 Brian Johnson on the, or I should say at the plate. He's going to squibble this one down the first base line. Lowry off the mound to play, backhanded flip to first base. What a play, and that will surely be a Web Gem nominee tonight, as it is Xander Bogaerts up next. He's going to rip one to deep left center field. This ball's back at the track and gone. A solo home run, the second home run for this Red Sox offense tonight, and that gives them a 4-2 lead as they double up St. Louis now with Pablo Sandoval at the dish and a man on. He's going to ground this one right to the shortstop, to second for one on the first in time. And a 6-4-3 double play gets Lowry out of the fifth, but that would do it for Jim. However, the Cardinals do come back and win the game 6-5. Thanks to some offense in the bottom half of that fifth inning. As you can see, Lowry actually did somehow pick up the win in that game. So we take a 3-2 series lead, and then Julio Teheran deals a gem in game number 6, and we win that one 2-1. And we are World Series champs. Jim Lowry, for the first time in his career, is putting a ring on that finger. He is a World Series champion. Taking a look at how this team did in the postseason, they obviously kind of had to do it without Big Jim. He really struggled throughout most of the postseason. Like I said, allowing many more home runs than usual, I think, was really what was the major causation of his struggles. But anyway, moving on to the offseason, you can see who retired: Luke Gregerson, Tim Lincecum, among others, from our organization. Albert Pujols getting into the Hall of Fame there. If you're a Cardinals fan, I'm sure you'll be glad to see that. But anyway, we already are under contract for next season. It is the final year of the 3-year extension we signed 2 years ago, and we are going to be a free agent after the offseason. So it is our last year with the Cardinals. Potentially, I'm not sure if I will re-sign. I mean, if we win another World Series, it would be hard not to. And the roster did see a bit of an improvement this offseason. Blake Swihart is the big addition this time around. You can see there I'm highlighting that the 3 of 3 on the contract. But Swihart is the big addition in free agency. We signed him to be our catcher, and we did kind of have a hole at catcher. Now, the catcher we had last year, Parker Cruz, played pretty well in the postseason. So we'll see how much of an upgrade Swihart's going to be, in that regard. But still, Swihart definitely a big upgrade on paper, so he will help bolster the roster, I should say, as he's just another one of the big free agent additions that we've had in recent years, including myself, Manny Machado, Brandon Belts, and Julio Teheran. But now we are getting opening day underway, and no ring ceremony yet. We are actually opening in Houston to start the season, but I figured I would pitch opening day anyway, as we are taking on Houston, getting the 2021 season underway, as the teams getting their starting lineups introduced on the field in the pregame ceremony. And now here we go, things underway. It's Preston Tucker up here in the bottom half of the first. He goes down looking on that fastball that looks like it might have been out of the zone. Certainly Tucker had something to gripe with there. Now Chris Carter up later in the inning. He chases the slider, and that is going to be the second strikeout of the afternoon for Lowry, so he's through the first unscathed. Now on to the bottom half of the second. Mike Moustakas up. He chases a fastball inner half of the plate. I should say off of the plate on the inner half. But anyway, now later in the inning, that's going to be a grounder to the shortstop, to second for one. running Jerry Jeter-esque throw, I should say, by Colton Wong on to first in time for the 6-4-3 double play, and then another strikeout there for Big Jim. His third of the afternoon here into the third inning. It is Tucker up once again, and he goes down for the second time today, so Lowry works around a pair of walks that inning, but also strikes out a pair to get out of it. Now bottom for 1-2 count, and that is going to be another strikeout, so Lowry really dialing up with the strikeout pitches so far this afternoon, and that is really what he had working for him. He would end off the afternoon with double-digit strikeouts. We're going to reach that point here soon enough, and now bottom four still 0-2 count, and Lowry is going to strike out the side all on fastballs. That one 99 and right over the heart of the plate, but still proved to be too much. And then another strikeout on the fastball, fourth strikeout in a row for Big Jim. The streak would end right there, but bottom six now, first pitch to the AB. That's grounded off the plate there. Lowry in front of the mound. Throw to first, not in time, so Lowry not able to make the play that time. Now later in the inning with a man on third and one down, it's Tucker ripping one to deep right field. That's going to get down, and one up off the fence in front of the right field bullpen there, as that will be an RBI double for Preston Tucker after the runner advanced on a wild pitch and a sacrifice fly. Now 0-2 counts the next batter. That one's ripped to deep right field, and that one is gone. A two-run home run, and once again things kind of compounding quickly on Lowry. Attribute that to a little bit of cluster luck, but also Lowry had been putting guys on base all afternoon, and you thought it might kind of come back to bite him eventually. So he does allow the two-run home run right there, I should say. And then Moustakas takes this one to deep right field, but that is going to be caught by our right fielder out there. So that will do it for Lowry on this afternoon. He goes 6 innings, allows 3 earned runs, 10 strikeouts, like I said, double digits, but 2 walks. And ultimately, the Cardinals do lose on opening day 5-4 to Houston. So that is going to do it. Hope you guys did enjoy this episode. Thanks for watching, and I'm out. Peace.